What's up, fight fans? And we are back at it with another edition here at Round One Sports TV. Yo, check it out. Congratulations to Abdullah Mason, and still got the title defense underneath his belt. Young man, you are an official world champion. There you go, brother. I had you by stoppage. They got me on record on the Boxing Voice. I had Abdullah Mason, and I said he was going to knock out Albert Bell. I didn't say what round, but I did say he was going to knock out Albert Bell. So congratulations, young man. Look, a lot of people had something to say about the stoppage and, what happened in the fight. But remarkably, they're not talking about actually what was occurring in the fight. Abdullah Mason caught Albert Bell in the 12th round and like 3 seconds in the 12th round. Maybe less. He was already down. He was down by a second time. Now, they're talking about if the fight would have continued, it would have been a draw. How? In what scenario would this fight have been a draw? Leading into that 12th round, I said Albert Bell was up on the scorecards. Chris Maddock on the unofficial scorecard had him up as well. Yes, he was up on the fight. A lot of people felt that. But hold up. One knockdown is going to give you a 10-8 round. And you can clearly say that Abdullah Mason won the last 4 rounds. Can we agree to that? So knocking him down twice is going to give you almost a 7-10 round. That's going to push Abdullah 1 point over for the victory. Right? Okay, that's the first scenario. Second scenario, too. You were down 2 times within the first 20 seconds of the round. There was an eternity of the rest of the round left. What do you think Abdullah Mason was going to do to that man? He already scored 2 knockdowns. What was going to happen, you think? He was going to survive the rest of the round? I don't think so. Abdullah was on a mission. They was paying the young man reportedly $750,000 for the fight. He had incentive bonuses. If he knocked out Albert Bell, he was going to get another $100K or some shit. Plus he had endorsements, sponsors. Abdullah had anywhere up to the upwards of making 1.7. Yo, he could have turned that 750 with everything quietly, maybe 2. Maybe the quiet 2 point something. So shout out to the young man, for captivating in the moment, cashing in. Look, fighting for Zuffa, you can't do that. They keep all that money. All that money is theirs. But you don't pay sanctioning fees, huh? Call it what you want. Dress it up how you want to. You paying double, maybe triple over there. This young man cashed in on his own market. The young man's doing it. So shout out to Abdullah Mason. No, the stoppage wasn't early. The referee was the closest man to the fighter. He saw that man's eyes roll back, and then when he called the fight, he jumped up and put on. And the Academy Award goes to Albert Bell for acting like he was surprised when they stopped the fight. The Oscar goes to, here you go, bro. No. You were gassed out. You were so gassed out and so defenseless that you couldn't even avoid the first punch Abdullah Mason threw to you that he cocked back and hit you with. Bro, you weren't making it out that round. You were done. So shout out to Abdullah Mason for a great victory. It's on to the next. Peace.